Hello everyone, CW here. This time I'm going to talk about one subject that I think is very important to talk about, and that is friendship. What is life without a friendship? That is something that many people often have asked themselves. Friendship is something that we really want to have, since without friend we always will feel lonely, and this life will be empty. Since My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is based on teaching and spreading of the teaching of the friendship and how things can happen in friendship. When people often has a friendship that has been for years, people often think a friendship is something that can be very easy, but that is much wrong. Friendship is almost like a relationship. Even you are just good friends, close friends, or best friends, friendships can have their own up and downs moments as well. Sometimes friends, even best friends or even good friends can have this big argument. And sometimes those arguments can often last for days, weeks. And sometimes friends might not speak to each other for some time, and often go back and forgive about the fight they had. But that in case is not always. In some cases, friendship often ends up broken. Some of this friendship can often be caused from many various reasons. It could either be from a small argument turns out to some big argument. And some others, it can end up in that if a guy likes a girl and that the guy's best friend also likes the girl as well. And when they both find out that they have a crush on the same girl, what will happen if those two friends finds out who that they both like the same girl? What will happen? There are various of different scenarios about this. One is that they can start competing with each other to win the girl's heart, or other they could be rivals, or some of the cases there one of the friends let one of them take the girl, or well, if one of the guys asks the girl to be her girlfriend, but then suddenly the girl is not interested in him, so the other guy can also ask, but it's the same thing, she maybe doesn't like him either. Friendship that sometimes can often end up in a fight or permanently a break. You should at least take care of your old friendship. Even when you have a friend that you last for years, or even just recently have a friend. To lose a friend over a fight or over a girl is something that many people don't want to go through. But that happens. If it happens, there are various of many different scenarios or ways it can end it. Some of the times it can happen that he can end up being very good, still be friend. Even the guy ends up with the girl and that they're still friends, or they still stop being friends and just became enemies instead. But since I'm saying this, friends and friendship is something that many people want to have. And of course, there are a lot of people out there who's very shy to even ask someone else to be their friend. And that's just part of life. Even friends or best friends can always fight. For anything can happen. And then I'm speaking about all my experience. Me and my best friend has been friends for 20 years. We had been fighting over from time to time as well. Even we are great friends, we are still best friends, and we have always forgiven each other what happened. But I do remember one time it was could ended our friendship permanently. I remember it was in when I was in 8th grade. Me and my friend was going to take a taxi home from school. When I just had entered the taxi, my friend was just sitting in there, and I slipped on the floor on the taxi with my shoes, and my left elbow from my arm hit her right in the face, and he started to cry for it, and he was very angry over it, and I tried to apologize for it. It was an accident. The reason why I slipped was because there has been rain that day, and my shoes it was very slippery in the taxi. I thought he would hate me forever, but it turns out he forgave me what happened when I explained again to him the next day. And losing a friend, it is something that you don't want to be through. But at some point, we might lose friends or not. But friendship is something that we all should value. But if you have a friend who is taking advantage of you or somehow manipulated you, trying to trick you to make something for his own advancement, but that is something you should call not a friend. If you found out your friend is making you or using you for his own personal gain, that is not a friendship. That is just fake, fake friendship. A true friendship is something that you should value the most. Someone you can trust, that someone can keep your secrets and keep your most important, most secrets that you can really trust at some point to someone who, from anything so you can trust a person for. But if you have a friend and you trusted the most, some of your most personal secrets, and somehow you find out that person has telling others about your secrets, some of those secrets could be very embarrassment, like anything. And then, how would you forgive that person? If that happened to me, I would never, never forgive that person as a friend. If I had this friend for, let's say, 5 or 6 years, or let's say 10 years, and I very trusted this person, and suddenly telling the person some of my deepest secrets, or like if I was having a big crush on a girl, and that person tells the girl or some other people how much I like that girl, and then suddenly I find out he was the one who told the people that, I would never forgive him about it. Friendship is something that you should value because friendship is like almost is something valuable. You can't put a price on a friendship, but at some point you can't. But so because on people you thought to be your great or your best friend or very good friend, then how somehow either tricking you, how to make use of you for this personal gain, or at this spreading lies about you, or even spreading your secrets, that is not a friendship you want. You have to release before start a friendship to somebody's people. If you have a friend you very much like, my advice for all of this. Before you even telling this person like some of your deepest secrets, your some embarrassment histories, or some if you have a crush on someone, you should at least know the person before you telling. Before, if you don't know this person so well, perhaps this person behind telling people also all of your secrets, your crush on your feelings for someone behind your back, that is not a friend. And I can say from this, my personal experience, I have never betrayed any of my friends. I have never told them secrets about the people. Like, I had never told anyone about, like, if my best friend had told me some personal secrets, I would never betray his trust to tell others about it. But if I heard from other friends telling about some, if I have a friend who tells me things about like my best friend, I would even would tell him about it, because that is nothing you should do. A best friend or a good friend don't spread lies or even telling lies of others. But if you're telling people, like if you have rumors, if you had say, I heard a rumor that you had a girlfriend, and then and do you ask your friend, your best friend, if that's even true? Then if we say or she says, no, that is not true, just no, but you at least you should not spreading lies about your friend or any of your friends, because it isn't worth it. If you had a friend for many years, like since elementary school and then up to, well, in adult age, for example, do you think it is worth to telling people behind your best friend's back about these kind of things? And then the answer is no. It is absolutely wrong to do it, because it's not worth to telling people these kind of things behind his back. If you do it, you will risk your friendship with your friend, and they might never be able to restore its trust to you. So my personal experience about this, never spread lies and tell always the truth to someone. But if some friends ask you about another friend, don't say anything that has been either considered as embarrassment or some personal secrets. But if your person has asked anything about your friend, like what he likes to do, like some interest or what he, well, sort of interest, that is things you could tell people. Like my best friend, he likes to play bowling, and likes to play video games, and he likes to be with his friends. That is some sort of things you can tell people, because some of this interest, like some of what kind of games, what kind of music the person that your best friend likes, that is something you can tell, because that is not a secret. But as long you tell your friends, others, and not about these personal secrets, that is you should do. Because personally, I had never done it myself, and I would never do it. Because I am telling my friends over and over, they can come talk to me, but when they know want to tell me something secret or something personal or something that they can find confidence or telling me that I won't even tell people. For one of the other things that a friend of mine had told me about, that 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 person I found is someone special, someone, for example. And if the person told me not to say anything about it to anyone, And I would say I wouldn't. And I would never do it. Because it's not worth the risk of friendship with someone you really like. Like, if you had recently been a friend with someone for, like, say, 5 years, or recently became a friend with someone, it's not worth to try to break your friendship with anyone. Friendship is something that you should value at the most. Because friendship can sometimes in the future help you. If you need help with someone, like if you have a child and you need a babysitter, and then you could ask either a friend, someone you can very trust, like your best friend, if he or she can look after your child for a couple of hours, and if that person can say, sure, I can do it, that is something you should do. Because if you have a very good friend that you can trust as much as possible, but then it is not worth to break a friendship with someone if you don't even trust the person. Because sometimes friendship can end long before even you know it. If you're saying to someone, like your friend, something or question, and that person can often maybe take it as an offense. But it depends what kind of question it is. But I have to say that you have to value your friendship with all your friends at any time. If they need help with anything, like help with, like, say, homework, or help with some project at school, or anything they can need help with, you could just stay there and help your friend for any type or in any type of need it wants help. I have always been there for my friends, and I always said to my new friends here on YouTube that if you need to talk to someone, I'm here. I'm always here to help to any kinds of any kind of situation, or if you need any advice or just someone to talk to. I know that I am not a psychiatrist or even a doctor, but I have been through so much over the years. I have got to see other things what happens. I have lost a few friends. I have even got some new friends, and then I heard about their experience. So I want to be there for my friends at any time they need any help. I just want to be there for my friends, for at least to be there for them, because without my friends, I would probably feel empty, lonely, almost like I'm the only thing in the entire universe. So friendship is something I very, very much value. I treat some of my best friends, some of my good friends, as sisters, brothers, even cousins, as a family. So we all should have to be there for each other no matter what happens. So remember, value your friendship at the most. And that is all I'd like to say. And as always, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Sweet Diablo over and out.